Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Quick recording, guys. So we just got off of the live with Pastor R.C. Blake's Monday night live, and I want to share something really quickly. You guys know I'm honored, so honored to be a moderator. But here's what I'm starting to notice: a lot of men are starting to shift to Pastor R.C. Blake's channel as well as live, right? And I'm sure many of you have seen that as well. But here's the thing. Sometimes you can really soften the spirit of a person when you're not matching their energy, right? Meaning, if someone comes over and say things like, oh, well, you're catering to women and you're a simp and all this other foolishness, right? Okay, well, you got to understand, a lot of the times these people have truly not listened thoroughly to Pastor Blake's, right? You kind of see snippets like many did with KS, respectfully. Meaning you're not getting the message its entirety. You're getting bits and pieces of it, and you're getting what people have said. But when you come over and you listen to the message in its entirety, then you're getting like, I don't agree with some of this stuff, but some of this stuff I agree with. But it's only when you're able to listen to it in its entirety versus, again, what others are saying. So there were a couple of gentlemen that came over. I don't know if it was my first time seeing them. And a couple of them started off with that nonsense, women this and women that, and you're catering to women, blase, blase. And then you had some people who responded back, and I get it, some people who responded back in the flesh and just matching energy. And then the more they match the energy, the more that the gentlemen are saying stuff as well. And then being a moderator, having the honor of being a moderator, the Spirit nudged me and said, start deleting comments that are in attack mode. And I'm not saying that the people who were responding to these individuals didn't have a right to feel the way they feel or say what they want to say. But the Spirit said to me, don't match the energy, move in love. So then I started to respond myself like, hey, no, Pastor snatches our edges all the time. Listen, you must be been here too long, right? You must be having watched, recordings, because he snatches our edges all the time. So there's no favoritism here. Let's be clear about that. There's no favoritism here. But if you're going to go with maybe some of the male groups or whatever stuff they got going on right now, I'm sure you may have picked up some things, maybe what they have said. But for some reason, you found yourself here tonight in the chat section. So then I started to move in love. Like, no. It's not bias over here. We get our edges snatches. However, so thankful to have you here. Welcome. We invite you. Right? And then they will respond and kind of say something petty again. And then you got people who respond in the flesh, like, get away from here, that type of thing. And then the Spirit said, delete the comment. I didn't know why. I was like, well, why am I don't want to, it feels like I can't silence people for how they feel. But the Spirit kept saying, remove certain comments. Keep moving in love. And then I'll say something again. When Pastor went to talk about, women being too masculine and things like that, in certain times, then I'll address him specifically. Like, hey, such and such, here you go, right here. This is all for men. We're not perfect, right? He's talking about trying to bring marriage and, the family unit together. So he's addressing both people, where with some individuals, they specifically talk about one group of people, which is women. We all need to be healed. We all have issues, men and women, period. But then the groups that maybe some of the men came from, it's biased. And then maybe they heard certain things about Pastor Blake's, and so now it's like, oh well, let me come over here and just see what he's talking about, since you know. And then you get there and you're not even listening. You're just going based on what you heard in the past. But now all of a sudden, people are welcoming you, because when I decided to first make that welcoming post, then there were a lot of you guys. If you're here on my channel, if you were in the live, you see that a lot of people then after that started to welcome the men as well. Like, hey, welcome. And then it become more of a flood of welcome and love. And then all of a sudden, you see the comments stop from the men. They just stop. So then I figure, well, maybe they logged off or whatever. But the spirit kept saying, move in love. Don't match energy. Don't match energy. And then more people kept saying things like, hey, great to have you. And then you still had your few people just being petty. And I mean, pastors talking about trying to bring people together, and they're still just like in their emotions about whatever man's movement going on, and they're just attacking. So I was convicted to remove a couple of other comments. And do you know, at the very end, when the comments start to really increase in its volume, when pastor's about to log off, you see a guy that says, I can't remember his exact words, something like, please forgive me. I'm sorry for some of the things, something to that effect. But he was basically, saying forgive me, because either he realized that pastor's not here to attack men or against men. He's a whole man, right? So why would he be against men? So the point is, because the person was able to see that, they then softened their spirit. And then when they softened their spirit, I was like, please come back. And then a lot of other people started saying, come back. Yes, please. We want you to come back. And then I was, I had to go in and remove some more crazy comments like, stay away. This is a woman's channel. I removed those things. And then the comment started to just flutter. Come back. Hearts. Come back. Such and such. Come back. Such and such. Here's the thing. If we want to see marriages succeed, if we want to see relationships and things like that, the foundation of relationships and marriages rebuild, if we want to break generational curses, if we really want to really get our footing back, we can't be against one group. I mean, we need men and women, right? I mean, you need men and women, so you just can't. Here he's trying to be non-biased and bring people together, but we're doing exactly what these other channels have done and is doing. And that's separating. So we have to stand out and be different if we're moving in love. People will rise up in their flesh, right? They feel some type of way for different reasons. They're now on a certain train, following certain people. Then you have the demise of, one of the, there's a lot of emotions going on. So now they're coming with intentions of, I'm just going to come and just, we lost one of ours, so I'm just going to go in here and just be a menace. And I'm just going to go in here. No. You can come in here with that nonsense, but we're going to love on you. Because we know that spirit is not really what you're projecting. That's hurt. That's pain. That's trauma. But we're going to love on you. We're not going to give up on you. And just to have him apologize at the end. Think about how many more men would start to come over when he goes and tell one of his friends or one of his buddies, hey, remember when such and such said that this man here was a flunky, or he was a, what's the word they use? He was a simp. And then, man, listen, I went over there, I'm like, these women over here, they're not, They're loving. They're kind. They're not the woman that everyone else is talking about. But see, you can only do that when you're healed. If you're matching energy, you may have a little more work to do because you don't match energy. That's what I said on my recording earlier in regards to the guy with the side chick. I made in the comment. I was like, listen, because I'm sure some women are listening like, why you didn't tell her to bust his head to the white meat? We ain't doing that. We're not matching no energy. You don't match energy when you heal. You match energy when you're unhealed, right? You do what you do. You create whatever you create up over here. You cheat, you whatever. I'm gone. Why am I going to match your energy? I know what I carry. I know what I hold, right? God got me. You lose, not me. You lost. I gain. You lose, I gain. I'm not matching your energy. Sometimes you have to love people to God, right? So I just wanted to share that. You guys have a great one. Have a great night. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.